Hey guys, this is Big Phil and welcome back to another video. This time, I want us to talk about my 2021 MacBook Pro. Listen, I feel like I'm blessed to have this computer. I'm really blessed to have this machine. That's because it is the right computer for me. And buying it this year is the right time for me to buy this MacBook Pro. And the fact that I'm coming from an iPad Pro, because I've been an iPad Pro user for almost 4 years now, using this machine feels incredible. There is no words that can describe how I feel about owning this 2021 MacBook Pro. And in this video, I wanted to tell you guys everything I love about it, especially the fact that I'm coming from an iPad Pro. Without wasting much time, let's talk about everything I love about the 2021 MacBook Pro. The first thing I love about this machine, being the fact that I've been using an iPad Pro for over 4 years now, is the display. Listen, the display is huge. I went with the 16 inches. This is the 16 right here, which it's big, it's heavy, but I love it because the display is not just big, it is beautiful. Listen, this is the best display on all portable devices I've ever used. It's incredible. In my unboxing video, if you watch my unboxing video, when I saw the display, I was screaming because the display was just wow. It's the best display on any portable device. It looks, if you guys have those OLED TV, you see, have you ever watched a movie on an OLED TV? Those big ultra 8K, 4K, ultra high definition TVs? That's how this display looks like. Beautiful. And I just love it. Because I've been using an iPad Pro 12.9 inches for 4 years now. So moving on to something that's bigger feels incredible. They say size doesn't matter. Hell no. Size do matter. 16 inches with this beautiful display, it feels incredible. And multitasking. Now I can do so many things on the same display at the same time. I can be texting, can be browsing the net, editing a photo, editing a video. So many things can be done at the same time thanks to the bigger display, 16 inch. Listen, if you guys are thinking about buying a MacBook Pro, the 16 inch is incredible. If you don't worry about portability, because 16 is big, which means sometimes you might find it so hard to carry around with you. But if you're going to be using it so much in an office or at home, 16 is the best because the display is not just big, it is incredible. Trust me. And secondly, the fact that I'm a content creator, which means I spend most of my time editing photos and videos, this is the best machine for that. That's because it has the best professional editing applications for editing photos and video. Right now I'm using DaVinci Resolve 17 Studio and Final Cut. Coming from a LumaFusion, I've used LumaFusion for 4 years. I'm moving on to DaVinci Resolve. Oh man, it feels like I'm starting again in the process or in the world of editing because DaVinci Resolve looks different from LumaFusion. LumaFusion is basic when it comes to DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut. It's basic. But I'm happy to move on to something advanced because it gives me the possibility of learning more about the world of editing. I'm going to be doing some online classes when it comes to video editing because I want to be better. I want to be one of the best YouTuber one day. Nobody knows. Hope you guys keep subscribing to Big Phil TV because my plan is to be one of the best in the world one day. Praying to God. And I hope with your support, with you guys being behind me, that'll be possible. And I want to be able to do good quality videos for you guys by using professional editing applications like DaVinci Resolve Studio and Final Cut. So moving on to this, it's a great thing. And talking about editing, this machine is powerful. Like, it's incredibly fast. It's like twice the power of my previous iPad Pro. Like when I'm editing photos and videos on this thing, no hiccups, no lag, nothing at all. And when it comes to exporting the videos, on my iPad Pro, when I export, for example, 6 minutes of videos, it can take like 15 minutes to export the whole video in 4K at 30 frames per second. But on this machine, 3 minutes. That's mind-blowing. It's crazy. Every day, I've been using this machine now for probably like 3 or 4 days now, and every time I pick it up on doing anything, my mouth is always wow, wow, wow. It is fast. And this is not even the top model. This is the M1 Pro. 10 cores CPU, 16 core GPU, 16 gig of internal of unified memory, which is it right here. If someone is going, just imagine somebody using the max of 32 unified memory or 64. Oof, that would be crazy. So this one right here is the best laptop for me. And another thing I love about this machine is the MagSafe. The MagSafe, which is here. Listen, when you buy an expensive computer like this one, which I spent almost $2,600 on this computer right here, which is a lot of money to spend on a laptop, you want to take care of it as much as you can. And the best way you want to take care of it is to avoid it from falling. And MagSafe is the best way to avoid this computer from hitting the ground. Because just imagine plugging this thing, charging it, and you're passing beside it in a dark room, you pull it, boom, on the ground. What's the first thing that comes in your mind? You feel hurt. It's gonna hurt like nothing ever. It's very expensive. It's a lot of money, and for me, it's an investment, and I want to take care of it. So having a MagSafe on this thing is another great reason. Another thing I love about it, because I know with MagSafe, it's safe. That means whenever I pull the cable, nothing is coming down. My computer will stay on the table. Just the cable might come off easily, which is great. So MagSafe is another thing I love about this computer. And talking about MagSafe, this laptop can charge really fast, like extremely fast, because it has a 140 watt charger. Sometimes when I plug it in, it doesn't take up to 1 hour. I mean, I can say it takes about 45 minutes from 0% to 100%. It is so fast. Listen, I'm going to do a video about the charging speed. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to see exactly how many minutes exactly. I'm saying 45 minutes because it's really fast, but I haven't actually tested out. I haven't actually seen the time, like charging it and checking the time to see how many minutes exactly it takes from 0 to 100%. But I'm going to make a video about that. But all I'm saying is this thing charges really fast. And the battery life is another thing I love about this machine. It can take up to 21 hours of usage on a single charge. That means there are times when I charge it, for example, at night for like 45 minutes, then I can use it at night and use it again all day, the next day use it all day from morning to evening without having a low battery. I've been using this thing since last night, yesterday, and right now I got, let me see, right now I got 92% left. Meanwhile, I charged it last night. I used it last night to edit some photos. I got up this morning. I've been using it this morning. I did some online stuff, online classes and other meetings with this computer. I still got 92%. Just imagine that. 92% is still here. And my brightness is mostly at 60%. The brightness of the keyboard is at 50%. I still got 92% battery life left in this thing, which means I'll be able to use it from now on till night and still have battery life left. So the battery life in this thing, I mean, as you can see, it's thicker. This computer is much thicker as compared to the previous one of last year. The MacBook of last year was much slimmer than this, which means Apple put so much battery in this thing, which I love. I love it so much. It's heavy, but the battery life just makes it something that no one will ever complain. And talking about things that no one will ever complain about, parts. This computer have every single part that I need, that most people out there need as content creators. Check it out. It has an SD card slot. Like, wow, like that's crazy. You see this box right here? Whenever I'm going anywhere, I always have it with me because it contains the essential things that I need in order to transfer things from my camera to my iPad Pro. It got cable, USB Type-C, Type-A cable. It's got in here SD card reader, which is big. I got to carry around with me. Adapter, which has HDMI, Type-A, and other ports. This is a Samsung adapter, incredible, one of the best. I've been using it for So what I'm trying to say is, I don't need all this anymore. Probably I'm just gonna put all this in the garbage because I don't need them anymore. This computer have everything. HDMI is here. Crazy. Type C, 3 Thunderbolt 4 Type Cs are all here, which means you don't need any dongles, you don't need cables, you don't need any of those stuff. Whenever I'm done recording a video, like right now I'm using my camera to record this video. Whenever I'm done, I pull it out, plug it in the computer. That's all. Simple. Just simple. No cables, no dongles. And I love that, man. The build quality is another thing I love about the 2021 MacBook Pro coming from an iPad Pro. An iPad Pro is just simple. It doesn't have the best build quality, especially the keyboard, which I've been using the keyboard folio, which is just chunky. It's not that good. The quality of the material is just bad. I've been using it for almost 4 years now. Everything is almost falling apart right now. But this right here is made of aluminum, better build quality. Everything just feel and look premium. Everything just look good. The keyboard, typing on it feels magical. This is a much better keyboard as compared to this is like night and day. This is like living the night and jumping directly into a daytime. Hear the sound. It sounds good. It feels good. Typing on it feels magical, man. So the build quality of this 2021 MacBook Pro is something that I love so much about it. And I'm happy that I finally made a bigger switch from an iPad Pro to a MacBook Pro. And that's everything I love about the 2021 MacBook Pro M1 Pro. And the things I love about it is the fact that I'm coming from a much smaller type of machine, which is the iPad Pro. I mean, don't get me wrong, even the iPad Pro is really powerful. It's a great editing machine. I've been using it for 4 years. I edit a lot of videos with it. So I'm not complaining about it, but the fact that I move on to something like this, the MacBook Pro, it feels like night and day. Yeah, and I love it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any question about the 2021 MacBook Pro or any device, let me know down in the comment section. I respond to all questions. And if you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notification for more videos, more great videos come up on Big Phil TV. Until then, see you into the next one. Peace.